Good morning, everybody. This morning we're taking a little bit of a walk in Beverly Hills, California, and this is Maple Drive. Now, I've done a couple of videos from this street before. There used to be a lot of famous people that lived on this road: George Burns, Dean Martin, several others, but today we're going to walk by and show you a couple different celebrity homes that I haven't shown you before. We are going to walk just a couple of blocks, and I'm going to show you kind of the atmosphere of what Beverly Hills is like. This is called the Flats of Beverly Hills. A lot of the older stars used to live here. More of the modern stars live in what they call the Hollywood Hills, which, if you keep walking forward past Sunset, that's where you'd see a lot of the newer stars' homes. Most of those are very heavily gated and guarded. The Flats of Beverly Hills, these homes are still multi-million dollar homes, but a lot of the older people didn't have to worry about, the stalkers and all that kind of stuff that a lot of these guys do now. Well, there are a couple interesting homes here. Not everybody who lived on Maple Drive was a celebrity. In fact, a lot of people that this is not one of the more star-studded streets in Beverly Hills. This is a really interesting house, too. I did a little bit of research and couldn't figure out who, if anybody famous, has ever lived in this house. But this house is huge. If I had to guess, it's probably $12 to $15 million. Now, outside of Dean Martin, who lived here on Maple Drive, and George Burns, who lived here on Maple Drive, he lived here most of his life. But there were a couple other celebrities that lived on this street, and one of them is coming up right here. Now, if you remember the name Luella Parsons, or if you don't, she was a very famous gossip columnist, lived from 1881 to 1972. This was her longtime home right here. Luella Parsons. It's a little bit noisy here this morning. Early in the morning, there's a lot of workers, a lot of landscapers, things like that on this road, and just all over Beverly Hills in general. But if you like these little walk and talk videos showing you some of the older celebrities' homes, let me know. I will do more. But the biggest name that lived on this street, outside of the ones that I've already done videos on, is Diana Ross. And she lived in a home that was up here on the corner, and I'll show you what I can of it. I've actually never paid much attention to it because every time I've come over here, it's been for doing a video on somebody else. But I was curious to go back and look now, and we're going to do it together. This one is not Diana Ross's house, but this one's kind of cool. I'm not sure who lives here or who has lived here. It's not a celebrity house, but it does kind of have a desert vibe to it. It's got cactuses planted. Not the typical house that you would see in Beverly Hills, that's for sure. Oh, we'll keep on walking up here. Beverly Hills is a really neat place to come, and the thing I like best about it is the fact that so much history has happened here. So many movies have been filmed, so many movie stars, CEOs of major companies, a lot of history here. All right, we've crossed the street. This house in front of me is, or was, Diana Ross's house. You can get a better view of it from across the street. And we'll cross over and see what we can see. But Diana Ross lived here, I'm not sure for how many years, but this was a main house of hers. Not this one here, we're just crossing over here. But it is well documented that she lived in this home. Some say that she bought this home from the Max Factor family in the 70s. Personally, I'm not 100% sure, but we do know she did live here. Can't see a whole lot from here. And I'm sure to people that live here, we just look like creepers, but that's all right. You know, you buy a famous person's house, you have to expect that. But that's all there is for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.